Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here and welcome back to the Puritans. Today is episode 21 of the series and it's been a week-long hiatus as I've tried to push the series forward in a positive direction. So one of the first issues last time around we talked about was finances. Now finances haven't really improved all that much. However, I have taken steps to correct that. What I've done is I've transferred all youth contracts into non-contract deals and then released the talent that I don't think will ever make it for us. And unfortunately with the staff, I'm just going to put up with it until the summer. Then the contracts expire, and then I can move them on and bring in cheaper scouts, cheaper coaches, etc., etc. So that's basically where we're at. As far as league form goes, though, muy bien. We're actually 3 points clear of Gosport in top place in the table. Yep, we are top of the table. I don't think it's happened before. Season 1 or season 2, so we are at the very top of the table, which means we are making progression on the field and things are going smoothly in that department. As I mentioned, it's been quite a few months actually since the last time you joined us. We're now entering the first game of 2020. I thought it might be an ideal time to bring you guys back into the fold and tell you about what's going on. Sign-ins, there has been no new sign-ins since the last time you joined us. Again, I wanted to try and save as much money as I possibly could. Lots of players going out of the club. I'm not going to go through every one of them because you wouldn't know who they are, and honestly they're not really worth talking about. So today's episode, two big games. We have Farnborough, who currently sit 8th in the table, and then we take on Chesham, who currently sit 4th. These are teams that if we want to be taken seriously for promotion candidates, we need to beat both of these teams today. So here we go, up against Farnborough at home. Now I'll go through after this game some of the individual performances, how they are doing, but for now we'll get this game rolling. So this time we're going to line up. Wilbritt's going to be in goal, Miles at right back, Yeoman's left back, Williams and Smithy through the middle. Wiltshire, Finch and Ulrich have formed a very, very good partnership in midfield. And then Holgate, Joachim are going to be the wingers, with Johnson leading the line. Now Johnson has taken over essentially from Websdale for the starting role. He's just been a better striker this season. He's taken his opportunities when he's got them, and he's coming on leaps and bounds. He's only 17 years old, so he's got a little bit of a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully he'll steer us to promotion this year. But anyway, here we go, up against Farnborough at home. Again, this is a game I'm confident that we can get a result on. They've got some very good players, however. I'm especially aware of this guy, Matthew Patterson, scoring quite a few goals this year. 10 and 19 in the league is a pretty goddamn good record. Alright, so his first highlight of the game, only taking 2 minutes. So here's Finchy now in the middle of the park, playing as a deep line playmaker. He's having a good time of it there. Smith does well to intercept that. Here's Warman though. Warman finds Patterson, holds it up well. There's Finchy though to get the loose ball. So here's Smithy to Yeomans to Wiltshire. Pretty football. Sexy football, as Rude Hullet would call it. Poor touch there from Wiltshire though. Here's Warman, gets the byline, crosses it in. Patterson's there. That's a great save from Brett, and Miles puts it behind for a corner kick to Farnborough. But that's a danger of Patterson right there. And good save in the end from Will Brett to keep us scoreline even. Ball's whipped in, and it's a free kick to us. I got panicked for half a second. I thought the ref gave a penalty. All right, here's Finch from the free kick from distance. Never in danger. Yeah, that was wasn't the best free kick I've seen all season. Alright, so halftime here, and we've not been very threatening going forward at all. Been good possession, as far as, like keeping the ball and trying to create opportunities, but we just haven't been able to get that final ball right, and it's kind of shown on the field. I'm going to keep the same team out there for the second half, however, and then I'll subtly make tweaks in the second half, because this is a game, again, I want to win. I feel like we need to win if we want to be able to staple our chances to win the league this year or get promoted. Alright, 60 minutes on the clock, and nothing's really changed here in the second half. It's been much of the same. So let's bring on Delaney and switch Holgate to play left as an inside forward. And Delaney can play as a winger. And I think about bringing on Websdale as well in a little bit. But for now, we'll see what happens with those slight, subtle changes. Alright, here's Miles now. The throw-in finds Finch. Miles there, puts it into Holgate to Wiltshire. Get in there, Kieran Wiltshire. 1-0 to the Puritans. Well worked goal. Wiltshire found a pocket of space in the box and he smashed it past the goalkeeper. 1-0. And our pressure has finally amounted to something. Good play there from Holgate too. Keeper kind of dove before Wiltshire even shot, so that made it easy for him. Let's take it. 1-0. Free kick here. Ball's whipped in. Langen's in the box. Ooh, that's a great save from Will Britt as near post. Fell asleep at the from the set piece there. Here's Jacob, whips it in. Finch flicks it on. Only as far as Patterson though. Patterson's going to take on Finch, but Finch dispossessed him beautifully. And here's Marcus Johnson now, maybe leading the charge the other way. And he gives the ball away cheaply. All right, 77 minutes on the clock. Going to make a change up top. I'm going to bring on Martin Websdale. Have him play as a poacher lately rather than an advanced forward. It's kind of worked out better in the system anyway. And we'll also make a change in midfield. I'm going to bring on Alan Desane for Joe Ulrich. All right, so we've got about 40 seconds left to go in this game to hold on to it. Here's Websdale. He's going to put it into the box and easily claim there from the goalkeeper. So maybe one last chance here for Farnborough to get something out of this game. But Smith does well and finds Delaney. He's got acres of room. He's got Websdale in the box. Instead, he decides to shoot. And I think that was a shot anyway, because I don't think Delaney will cross the ball that badly. But it doesn't matter anyway. It's 1-0. The game's finished 1-0. Grinded out another victory. And that'll keep us top of the table. And based on other results, it could see us create a little bit of a gap at the top. All right, so results, in fact, did go our way. We're now 4 points clear of Chesham, who we play next up. And, yeah, excellent news. As you see, it's actually very tight at the top. There's only 2 points in between 6th place and 2nd. So it's very, very tight at the top. So I want to try and keep picking up points when they are available. All right, so got some interesting news, I suppose. They've given me, offer me a new deal. Naturally, I'm going to take it. They want a mid-table finish this year. And that's expectable. That's expected, to be honest with you. We should be finishing mid-table with the squad that we have. All right, so here we go. Up against Chesham. 1st versus 2nd place in what could be one of the deciding games of the season. So, changes to the side. I'm not going to really make any changes at all. Our form's been really good so far. Holgate's going to keep his place in the team as a right winger, despite the return of Darryl Knights, who, by the way, has been absolutely amazing on right wing this year. Been a very, very good addition to the team. He'll come onto the bench at very least instead of Danny Whittaker. So I did say I'd talk about the individual performances of the guys. We'll do that after the game. I want to get this game rolling because I'm excited. Nothing more exciting than a 1st versus 2nd position, especially when you're in charge of one of them. So here we go. Up against Chesham at home. I desperately want to get a win here. All right, first start of the game, only 3 minutes in. Finchy wins that well in the midfield. There's Joachim now. Joachim has the pace to get away. Pulls it to Ulrich. Oh, Joe Ulrich. Joachim did all the right thing there. Drew the keeper out, laid the cross, but Ulrich couldn't find the target, so disappointing there. Should have been 1-0. Should have been 1-0. All right, there's Hancock's threw it in. Jacob the flick onto forward. Forward found Satch in the box. Ooh, that's close. That's a good opportunity for Chesham. Chesham going a very attacking today. They've gone 3 up top. So they definitely fancy the game themselves. Here's Finch now, the free kick. Oh, decent effort there from Finchy, but always rising, going over the bar. All right, last highlight hit before halftime. Ball goes long. We're not going to win that. There's Sealer. Flicks on. Poor defensive error there. There's Clark to Taylor in the box. He crossed it in and found Jacob. That's a good save there from Britt. And it's halftime. And so far, the game's been pretty even. They've had more shots on target than we have, but generally speaking, they've been from distance, so I'm not too concerned about that. But possession-wise, we're looking good. We're looking good. If only Joe Ulrich had taken that chance early in the first half, it would have been a very, very different game. All right, so let's get the second half rolling. Going to keep the same team out for at least a little bit, and I'll make some subtle changes as the game goes on. All right, corner kick here to Chesham. Ball's in the Pages free at the back post, and he heads it over the bar. Good chance there for Chesham. And poor defending there. Nobody was actually picking up the runner at the back post. So let's make some changes here. I'm going to bring on Websdale for Johnson, who's been kind of mundane today. Not been at his best. I'm also going to bring off Holgate. I'm going to bring on Darryl Knights in his place. All right, just 5 minutes to go in this game. And we haven't created any opportunities here in the second half, and that's really disappointing to say that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do something a little bit more adventurous. I'm going to have Darryl, no, I think it's better to play Delaney. Delaney's going to play in midfield as an attacking playmaker because we know the guy can create, we know the guy can cross a ball, and I'm going to have Darryl Knights stay right wing. I was going to put Darryl Knights inside, but Delaney's a bit better of a sense midfielder than he is. So last throw of the dice. Oh, no, here's Satch on goal, and he scored. While I was making those changes, Chesham hit us on the counter attack and score. God damn it. I don't know what happened here. Didn't win the second ball there. Yeoman's got pulled out of position. It was freaking Ellis Miles at the back post. Kept him on side. All right, so 4 minutes left to save this game. We've got to go overload. What can I do here? I could play Delaney inside. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't think it's going to help out that much, but we'll put him inside. Play a bit more attack in midfield. Alright, so 6 minutes better than time, so we still have enough time here to try and get something out of it. As Wilshere or Finchy. Alright, so Delaney win that center. I can't do it. Now Satch is now through again, but Brit should get there without a problem. Alright, come on boys. Last attack here. We haven't created much today. Now will be a good time to start. So here's Webster now through on goal. Cross it into Knight. Get in there, Daryl Knight. Equalizes. Ooh, thank God for that. Alright, so switch back to standard. I'm gonna have Wilshere as a ball in midfielder. Keep the same shape. Oh no, he's a corner. Oh. Win it. Good. Win it. Oh, come on. Get a foot in. Alright, so we scramble the ball clear. Alright, so just a couple minutes now to hold on. Honestly, after being 1-0 down later on, I'll take a draw. Here's Joachim now to Finchy, to Wilshere, to Delaney, to Knight. Turn, shoot. Come on. Oh, Christ, that was a great opportunity there. And now there's a chance now, perhaps for Chesham on the break. Forwards blocked by Smith. There's Hunt. Hunt, nah, it's a terrible pass. Finchy get there, not a problem. Lays it into Miles. Extra time is up. And yeah, it's gone out for a throw-in. So that should be it. That should be full time. On reflection of today's game, I'm gonna take a draw. Let's be honest. I'm gonna take a draw. We didn't play very well today, and we were very lucky to get away with that at the end. So disappointing performance. Got the guys motivated for the next game, but we didn't lose. So that's important. We didn't lose to the teams around us. So that keeps Chesham now 4 points clear. St. Neots actually, and Gosport 1, and Kings Lynn, I guess. So they're only 3 points behind us. Goal difference isn't great either, by the way. St. Neots almost have double our goal difference. So definitely picking up wins and winning comfortably is going to be important as the season progresses. Alright, so. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about individual player performance. Let's go and do that real quick. Send the assistant to the press conference. Alright, so let's talk over goal scorers real quick. Kane Joachim still our top goal scorer, 10 goals. 6 assists from him this season too, good assist numbers. Average rating is 6.93. Kind of fades in and out. He's either really effective in games or he's garbage. One or the other. Nothing in between with him. Marcus Johnson's been surprised this season. Got himself 9 goals now. Played really well the last 5 games actually. Got himself 2 goals in 5 games. Before that, I think it was a record of 3 in 5. So he's on decent form. Darrell Knight, as I say, come up big first last time out. 9 goals for him, 5 assists. Had a cracking season from right midfield. And Delaney's been a bit disappointing, actually. Not going to lie. When he's got his chances, he hasn't really taken it. Darrell Knight has definitely ousted him in that first team lineup. Other good performance out there. Finchy's been fantastic in midfield, as you would expect. Martin Webster, surprisingly, has been very, very creative up top. He just hasn't been clinical when he's got the opportunities. He's missed some really good clear-cut chances for us, and his lack of mobility up top really limits our option, especially when we've got only one striker up top. So we kind of use him when we need him, I guess would be the best remark regarding him. Joe Orwich, though, has been pristine, superb player this season, been integral to how we've played and how well we've done. Apart from that, no really players to discuss. Everyone's putting some good shifts. Going forward, take a look at the schedule. As you can see, now we are, for 8 games now unbeaten, and now we take on Winchester in the Southern League Cup quarter-final. That's a chance to go through to the semi-final now, and it's a good opportunity too. They play in a division right below us. That's a team we should win. Coming up in the next couple of games, check out these. Kings Lynn in 4th, Gosport in 3rd. So the last 4 games, we've had Farnborough, who are 8th, Chesham, who are 2nd, Kings Lynn 4th, and then Gosport in 3rd. I mean, it's rough. It's brutal. And then St. Neots, then we take on afterwards after a game of Kings Langley in between. So it's a bit rough. But considering that these are the best teams in the league and we're getting them all out the way at once, that means we should have a pretty strong end of the season. We play down the stretch here, as you can see. But that's going to wrap up the episode. The next episode, what I'm going to do is... I'm going to do Kings Landing and St. Nea. It's only 3 games away. However, at that point, it'll give you guys a clear indication on where we're going, how the games against Kings Lynn, Gosport, or Winchester went, and then obviously that will set up then the finale towards the end of the season. So thank you guys so much for watching the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Glad to be back in this series itself. I am immensely enjoying it. I hope you guys are. If you are, remember to hit like on the video. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe to notifications on. Oh, and by the way, if you're still watching at this point, go check out my Twitter accounts. On the very top hand of my profile, my pinned profile tweet, I'm asking you guys to vote for a series that's coming up in the near future. It's only a mini series. It'll be about 5 to 10 episodes long. Let me know. Vote for a series, either LMA Manager 2003, Championship Manager 0102, the original update, Ultimate Soccer Manager 98, and FIFA Manager is the other option. So let me know. I'll be interested to hear your feedback. But thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.